Chancellor Rachel Reeves gave a big speech today warning us all that we must do our bit. Let me translate that for you. It means tax rises are on the way. The biggest clue wasn't what she said, it was what she didn't say. She repeatedly refused to recommit to Labour's key election promise not to raise income tax, VAT or national insurance. In politics, that's the clearest signal you'll get. She's softening us up for a tough budget. So why is this happening? The Chancellor says she's facing a perfect storm of high inflation and soaring debt costs. We now spend 1 in every £10 of taxpayer money just on interest. But the real problem is the economy itself. The official watchdog, the OBR, is about to confirm our productivity is weak. That basically means we're not making enough stuff per hour worked. This creates a massive black hole in the nation's finances, a hole she now needs to fill with your money. So where will the money come from? We've read between the lines. Here's what's on her desk and how it could hit you. First up, a direct hit to your pay packet. This is a two-pronged attack. There's been talk of a stealth tax. The plan is to extend the freeze on tax-free personal allowances all the way to 2030. This creates what's called fiscal drag. It means as your pay hopefully rises, you get dragged into higher tax bands and pay more tax automatically. Second, the obvious tax. There's talk of a potential 2p hike on the basic rate of income tax. For someone on an average £35,000 a year salary, that's an extra £449 a year straight out of your pocket. Next up, pensioners look set to be hit hardest. There's talk of a trick, raising income tax by 2p while cutting national insurance to offset an income tax rise for working age employees. But pensioners don't pay national insurance, so they would get all the pain and none of the gain. For a pensioner with a £35,000 a year income, that's a £449 hit. Then there's the triple lock trap. The state pension is rising so much that by 2027 it will be higher than the frozen tax-free allowance. It will mean that millions of pensioners will be forced to pay income tax on their state pension income for the very first time. And they're also looking at your private pension pot, with plans to slash the 25% tax-free lump sum many of us rely on in retirement. Your home could also be a major target. The Treasury is mulling a massive council tax overhaul, which could see bills double for homes in Bands G and H. There's also talk of an annual mansion tax on properties worth over £2 million. There's also more radical plans to tax selling your home. Right now, you pay no capital gains tax when you sell your main residence. However, a mulled plan would scrap that for homes sold for over 1.5 million. This means if you bought your home decades ago and sell it for a big profit, you could be facing a tax bill of hundreds of thousands of pounds just to move. And finally, a raid on your savings. The popular cash ISA used by millions to save for a house deposit or for retirement is in the firing line. The plan is to cut the tax-free allowance in half, from £20,000 down to just £10,000. This makes it much harder for anyone trying to save for their first home or retirement years. So the Chancellor says she has to do what is right, not what is popular. But after promising not to raise these taxes, it looks like she's now preparing to hit your pay, your pension, your home and your savings. A final decision on tax rises will not be made until after November the 21st, when the OBR delivers its latest forecast. The budget is scheduled for November the 26th.